Tom, it's kind of like a workman-like road win.
Say it again?
A workman-like
Yeah.
road win. I mean, how do you guys find consistency to do this 6 straight times?
Right, I think just to stay true to the offense and just continue to trust in it and just do what we do. I mean, we had a lot of bumps and bruises in the beginning. We were only hurting ourselves. They weren't stopping us at all. I mean, tribute to them. They're a good football team, but at the end of the day, we were shooting ourselves in the foot. And as we got going, you saw sparks of really highs, and then obviously there were some lows, but we just needed to just keep pushing forward and keep trying to get to our peak.
What's 20 of 22? I think you've had 7 incompletions the last 2 weeks. Why is that? Like, what's working so well right now?
It's just trusting in my receivers, really the offensive line giving me time, being able to let me make those throws, and then, yeah, it really just comes down to the receivers making plays.
Did Canena say anything to you after you almost got him with that second incompletion?
No. All right, so I threw that ball, and I realized I was a sideline. I kind of looked, I was like, oh, it's kind of going a little hot over there. I said, oh, my God, it's going at the bench. And I didn't see if it hit anybody or anything, but no. It was by Canena. I'll make sure I go talk to him after and apologize to him. Because that's my biggest fear, being on the sideline. I'm sitting at that thing, and I'm watching the jumbotron, I see the ball come, I'm like, hope that ball's, you lose track on the field, so yeah, I'll go talk to him after that.
I think he just got to your check.
All right, good. All right, that's all that matters.
When you can make complete the high percentage, Chase does what he does, just how dynamic does it make the offense where you can kind of whatever you do, you're going to move the ball?
Right. I mean, you have to stop a bunch of things. I mean, the offensive line is so versatile. I think that's what makes us good for them pass, run, whole deal, and then bring the tight ends into the game where we're doing RPO, zone reads, all those kind of things. It really just makes the whole offense flourish when you're able to do both.
I guess from a team aspect, when you got here in January, you don't have having experience with like maybe Palcho did for 5 years. Just where did the belief maybe come from this team? Is like this is something that you could accomplish.
Right. It starts with Coach B and him really just showing us like what we're capable of, and then at the end of the day, it comes down to us players because we're the ones on the field. I think it comes down to when we started in the winter workouts and we saw like the potential that we had, the standard that we were holding each other. A lot of the things that they might have been letting slip in the years past, we're not letting slip now. The seniors, I mean, a guy like Palcho did an awesome job policing that and making sure that the standard was set as to what we wanted to be, and it's starting to flourish.
Was today more about trying to hit singles and just kind of keep moving the ball forward?
Yeah, I mean, that's ultimately the goal. You want to keep moving the ball, keep staying on the field as much as possible, but defense did an awesome job giving us the ball back in some good situations, and as an offense, I mean, I don't know what our time of possession was, but the last few weeks it's been really high, which is just a testament to, the big guys up front being able to, withstand for that long, and then me chasing the receivers, just doing our thing and being able to play.
39 minutes.
39 today? It's a long time. That's awesome for the defense, but yeah.
I asked Coach Tony about this. He said you and him were in arranged marriage. Why is this working?
Because he trusted me and I trusted him. That's what it is. There's no fighting here and there. I mean, I appreciate him even more because he's played the position. And, I've made that statement, a bunch of times, just because he's been in this situation. He's gone through it before. He's gone through the college level, even at one of the highest levels in the SEC. So my trust with him is there, and I just trust him in the play calling. And he just lets me go out there and just be able to be the player that I am and be able to make plays.
Coach B said he had an idea when he recruited you where he was going with the offense. Did you know Coach Chan was going to?
I mean, I had not in the beginning, but then I did. Coach B did reach out and we had that conversation. And the conversation then when I had with Coach Lunny was like, what was I really looking for and what does he bring to the table, and kind of just a very respectful, just like mature conversation about like what he was going to bring and like what I like and what I don't like, and that kind of conversation.
So what was that like for you when it became official? Was that shocking to you?
No, I was excited. I was excited for sure, just because, same thing with him. We were both new coming into a program. Obviously, he's been with Coach B in the past. I have not, but just us coming into this culture and this environment at the same time, be able to build every single day together and throughout spring ball. I think that was the biggest thing for us at spring ball. Me being able to just take it all in and just try to learn as much of the offense as possible and then fine tune it as we got through camp.
So what do you think made Coach B a good matchmaker here?
His background for sure, just his personality as well. Like, that was the first thing that stood out. My parents are obviously from Jersey, very like eye contact, handshake kind of people, just old school Italian stuff. But that part of it sold, and then obviously the football aspect, like his background, where he's been, whole NFL deal with Bill Belichick. I mean, you can't beat that. Everywhere he's been, he's won, and just the football 101, the mindset that he helped me build from spring ball till now has really just brought my game to the next level.
When you heard it was Barry, did you do a bunch of research on it?
Oh yeah. I did the camp circuit with a quarterback named Lowell Narcisse. He started off at LSU and then ended up with Coach Lunny at UTSA. So, I kind of went through him, kind of had our conversations, and he kind of ran me through the whole thing. And then just so I can have a background, because from coach to coach, everyone tells you, oh yeah, he's great, but to have someone that he's actually coached before and be able to get it from a player was awesome, and I loved the feedback, and we rolled.
When did you know it would work? Was it spring ball? Was it games?
Say that again?
When did you know it would work between you two? Was it
Spring ball, yeah, spring ball. Really just being in meetings and learning the way that he talks and the way that he thinks and the way that he talks to his players was really just there, and everybody in the room respects him.
When touchdown to Chase on the wheel route and right before the half,